Since his first encounter with the resourceful Lombax, Clank has stayed by Ratchet's side, helping him blast bots and bust bad guys throughout the galaxy. Now, the diminutive robot sets out to prove that he doesn't have to play second fiddle, taking on the tuxedo, stealthy moves, and tricky gadgets of a seasoned spy in his new PSP adventure, Secret Agent Clank.
I am Agent Clank, and I'm rescuing you from the Kingpin.
Clank's tale begins with the jewel heist. The dazzling Eye of Infinity has been swiped from a museum, and Clank arrives on the scene to find that the culprit is none other than his old partner Ratchet. Perplexed by what he sees, but convinced that his friend must be innocent, he sets out in search of the true perpetrators.
There is no way that was my friend.
Meanwhile, Ratchet faces his lot in a prison filled with scumbags that he put there, and celebrity superhero Captain Quark escorts a journalist throughout the galaxy, recounting mostly fabricated adventures for a new biography.
Soon the entire galaxy will know of my greatness, thanks to the biography you're writing. Whatever your name is.
The cartoon story is fairly straightforward and predictable, but, as always, the character's engaging personalities shine through.
Fisherman?
No. Fishman.
I have been told I am light on my feet.
While the game does separate the heroic duo, Clank isn't the only character you'll control. On the contrary, players will be surprised by the amount of variety found throughout the game.
I believe I have found a clue to the location of the eye.
Clank, who definitely gets the most screen time, engages in standard smashing and platforming gameplay with a bit of stealth thrown in to fit the spy theme. Ratchet makes use of weapons sent in care packages to stave off arenas of angry goons in prison. Clank's trio of gadgebots move in squad formations, taking turns to solve tricky obstacle courses. And players will also take control of Captain Quark in each of his imagined adventures. Clank also pilots multiple spy vehicles to ram and bomb pursuers and make daring leaps.
Nice ride.
Players will have to master several rhythm games to dodge lasers, survive a deadly dance, and win a high-stakes game of cards. Puyo Puyo-style puzzles have to be cleared to unlock doors, and there's even a space combat level similar to Star Fox. There are roughly 30 missions in all, and many of them feature bonus challenges, like keeping Ratchet's towel on in the prison showers, or defeating a set number of enemies in Clank's snowboarding course. It's a meaty game for a portable adventure, and constantly switches things up, so no single gameplay type starts to feel old.
Perhaps we could do this again sometime.
Doubtful.
The variety is impressive, but few gameplay elements feel deep or innovative. Clank's stealth moves boil down to avoiding spotlights or walking behind an enemy to initiate quick-time event takedowns. Later in the game, you'll gain use of the Hollow Monocle, which allows you to copy an enemy's face and create a disguise, but being sneaky doesn't earn you much more than a few bonus points. Combat and platforming are fun and simple, but both are a bit hampered by the camera system, which the player has to constantly manage with the PSP shoulder buttons. Where Clank won't disappoint is in the weapon selection. Clank's arsenal contains a bevy of cool undercover spy gadgets that upgrade as you use them. Trusty tire-rangs are good for attacking and slicing objects from a distance, the Blackout Pen lets you gum up laser beams blocking your path, and the Blowtorch briefcase burns through opponents. Best of all, the Tanglevine Carnation sprouts man-eating plants that devour enemies in their tracks. Clank can purchase new items and ammo from any phone booth along the way. And don't worry too much about your friend Ratchet, he has his own unique and often bizarre arsenal to keep him company behind bars.
Good evening, sir. The Countess is expecting me.
Like last year's Size Matters, Secret Agent Clank won't knock your socks off, but does look good on the PSP.
Why is it always about money?
The familiar cast of voice actors returns to deliver humorous tongue-in-cheek dialogue, and the soundtrack is tailored to fit the title's spy theme.
Ancient proverb. Mind your own beeswax.
It all comes together when Captain Quark insists on telling his story in musical form.
You can't tell me.
Nope. But I can sing it to you.
Players take to a stage full of wooden set pieces and costumed baddies, blasting away as the hero sings his own ballad.
They were needing someone of great might, so for Avi I put up a big fight.
Remember, Agent, you've got my eye on you.
Secret Agent Clank gives the series' tried-and-true gameplay a suave undercover twist and keeps the action moving with a wide variety of characters, vehicles, and objectives. If you think you're up to the mission, straighten up your bow tie and get ready to free your Lombax buddy from his dusty cell. Fun is definitely part of this Secret Agent's job description.
Guards! Seize him!